in a little bit. But if there's another question, let me know.
Dhira, dhira. Everybody's like, dhira, dhira.
No questions? Oh,
Dhira,
okay.
dhira. No, there's a lot of questions.
Oh, lots of questions? Okay, one question.
Dhira, dhira. Everyone wants to know about it. How do you play it? How do you practice it?
Well, थोड़ा धीरे धीरे चलिए तो धीरे धीरे आ जाएगा. Dhira dhira is a very interesting phrase for the tabla. I mean, that's the one thing that it requires for you to do this, use this part of your hand, and therefore all this that you're doing and all this that you're doing suddenly takes a backseat and comes forward with this. So how do you exert same force playing the dhira dhira? I have often said that this dhira dhira was first explored in detail by the tabla maestros of Banaras Gharana, and it started kind of in Farrukhabad, but it was mainly developed in Banaras, and which found its way through Banaras into Bengal, and then in Bengal some great tabla maestro. I think the first time I heard an interesting dhira dhira which got my attention was Pandit Kanai Datta ji, who played dhira dhira. Very interestingly, I was a concert in Ravindra Sadan with a concert hall in Kolkata with Nikhil Banerjee ji, and that's where I heard it, and I said, wow, this is interesting. And then later on it was developed further, and the great maestros like Pandit Swapan Chaudhary ji has made dhira dhira very popular, and he's one of the finest exponent of that particular phrase, and so is Anindo Bhai, and now most tabla players have followed these two, and people like Shubhankar Bhai and Vikram Bhai and so on. They have all excelled in being able to play dhira dhira. I'm still trying to figure out what is the best way for me to play dhira dhira, because my hand was set in a different manner, a pakawaj manner, and so I have tried to ask people like Anindo Bhai and Sopanji and all, and what I've been told is throwing of the hand is an important thing. My father also told me that, but in a different manner. He said, throw your hand and let the wrist do what it wants to do. So something like what Ustad Hussain Khan used to do. So there's a station of dadrik and then dhrit stands out and then comes back in the phrasing in terms of dynamics. So that is there in Bengal now, or also in Banaras where Pandit Anokhelal ji and all used to play. It was more even and smooth. So they used to throw their hands that way, out. So it was more like playing reverse theta. And emphasis was on that as opposed to this, which is what I learned. So playing with emphasis here is harder, but playing out it is much easier. So a lot of the relas did not just go dhate rikite tak dhere dhere rikite tak. It went dhate rikite gere dhere 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 rikite tak. So putting it out, so, and then cupping of the hand. So this doesn't become more prominent, but that becomes prominent. So these are elements of the dhira dhira which were very beautifully combined together in Banaras, and then later on by famous tabla players of Bengal. And so if you can try and find a way to be able to put all that together, then it is possible to dhire dhire get your dhire